Something wicked this way comes. It lurks in the shadows, under beds, in the cold, sterile reflections of our mirrors. It takes many forms, each more terrifying than the last. It preys on our deepest fears, transforming the mundane into the monstrous. One minute, a child's innocent laughter at a birthday party. The next, a blood-curdling scream as a painted face twists into a grotesque mockery of joy. A harmless game on a rainy afternoon turns into a terrifying dance with unseen forces. The line between reality and nightmare blurs. This is the world of true horror, a world where clowns, once symbols of mirth and merriment, become harbingers of fear, where a simple board, adorned with letters and numbers, becomes a conduit to the other side. Prepare yourself. For what you are about to read is not for the faint of heart. These are the true stories of creepy clowns and cursed Ouija boards. Clowns, those brightly colored jesters meant to bring laughter and joy. But beneath the surface, a darkness often lurks, a sense of unease, a prickle of fear. This primal fear, known as coulrophobia, is more common than you might think. Why are we so afraid of clowns? Perhaps it's the painted-on smiles hiding the true emotions beneath, the exaggerated features, both comical and grotesque. Or maybe it's something deeper, something lurking in the shadows of our subconscious. Whatever the reason, there's no denying the unsettling power of a creepy clown. They are everywhere in our culture. From literature to film, the image of the evil clown has become a horror staple. Pennywise, the dancing clown from Stephen King's It. The Joker, Batman's arch-nemesis. These characters tap into our deepest fears, reminding us that things are not always as they seem. But what happens when fiction bleeds into reality? When the creepy clown steps out of the shadows and into our world? The history of clowns is long and complex. From the court jesters of medieval times to the circus performers of the modern era, clowns have played many roles in society. But it wasn't until the late 19th century that the image of the clown began to take on a darker tone. The rise of serial killer John Wayne Gacy, who dressed as Pogo the Clown at children's parties, shocked the world and forever linked clowns with violence and depravity. Gacy's crimes, along with other high-profile cases involving clowns, cemented the image of the evil clown in the public consciousness. But it's not just criminals who have given clowns a bad name. There have been countless reported sightings of creepy clowns lurking in the shadows, terrorizing neighborhoods and fueling nightmares. These sightings, often dismissed as hoaxes or pranks, continue to this day, adding to the mythology of the creepy clown. Something is out there. Something that wears a painted smile and hides behind a mask of madness. From the depths of our curiosity about the afterlife, the Ouija board emerges. A seemingly innocuous board adorned with letters, numbers, and the words yes and no, but beneath its simple facade lies a power, some believe, to connect with the spirit realm. For centuries, humans have sought ways to communicate with the dead. The Ouija board, with its mysterious origins shrouded in time, offers a tantalizing glimpse into the unknown. But is it merely a harmless parlor game or something more sinister? Many dismiss the Ouija board as a harmless toy, its movements easily explained by the ideomotor effect. But for those who have experienced its power firsthand, the board is anything but a game. They tell stories of chilling encounters, of messages from beyond the grave, and of dark forces unleashed. Section 5. A Portal to the Unknown. Origins of the Talking Board. The origins of the Ouija board can be traced back to the 19th century, a time of great spiritual upheaval. The spiritualism movement, with its fascination with seances and attempts to contact the dead, created fertile ground for the Ouija board's popularity. In 1890, the first commercial Ouija board was patented. Marketed as a harmless parlor game, the board quickly gained popularity, particularly among those seeking solace or answers from the spirit world. But whispers of the board's true nature began to circulate. Stories of strange occurrences, of possessions, and of malevolent entities contacted through the board spread like wildfire. Despite warnings from skeptics and religious leaders, the allure of the Ouija board proved too strong to resist. People continued to gather around the board, eager to unlock the secrets of the afterlife, unaware of the darkness they might unleash. Section 6. When laughter turns sinister, real encounters with creepy clowns. Across the globe, reports of creepy clown sightings have sent chills down spines. These aren't the cheerful clowns of birthday parties. These are entities of malice, their painted smiles twisted into menacing grins, their eyes gleaming with an unnatural light. In 2016, a wave of creepy clown sightings swept across the United States, terrorizing communities and leaving many wondering if the line between reality and nightmare had truly blurred. People reported seeing clowns lurking in the woods, peering into windows, and even chasing cars. While some sightings were eventually debunked as hoaxes or pranks, many remain unexplained. The sheer volume of reports, coupled with the chilling consistency of the descriptions, suggests that something sinister is afoot. Section 7. A glimmer in the dark, the clown and the graveyard. One particularly unsettling account tells the tale of a young woman walking home alone late one night. As she passed by a graveyard, she noticed a figure standing amongst the tombstones. It was a clown, its white face illuminated by the pale moonlight. Frozen in fear, the woman watched as the clown slowly turned its head towards her. Its painted smile seemed to widen, becoming a grotesque parody of joy. Then, as quickly as it had appeared, the clown vanished into the darkness. Shaken to her core, the woman fled. The image of the grinning clown seared into her memory. To this day, she refuses to walk past a graveyard at night, haunted by the chilling encounter. The encounter left her with a profound sense of unease, a feeling that something evil had brushed against her in the darkness. Section 8. The Board Speaks. True Tales of Ouija Board Terror. Countless stories circulate of terrifying experiences with Ouija boards. Tales of possessions, hauntings, and brushes with malevolent entities are whispered among those who dare to dabble in the occult. One such story tells of a group of teenagers who, seeking a thrill, decided to hold a Ouija board session in a supposedly haunted attic. As they gathered around the board, the air grew heavy, and a sense of dread settled over the room. Ignoring the warning signs, the teenagers pressed on, their fingers resting lightly on the planchette. At first, the planchette moved slowly, spelling out seemingly random letters. But as the session progressed, the movements became more frantic, the messages more sinister. The planchette spelled out a warning: leave this place. But it was too late. The entity they had contacted was not willing to let them go so easily. Section 9. A warning unheeded, the haunting on Harmon Street. In the annals of haunted objects, the tale of the haunting on Harmon Street stands as a chilling reminder of the dangers of tampering with forces beyond our understanding. It began innocently enough. A family moving into a new home on Harmon Street discovered an old Ouija board in the attic. Intrigued, they decided to hold a session, unaware of the darkness they were about to unleash. Almost immediately, strange things began to happen. Objects moved on their own. Whispers echoed through the hallways. The family dog refused to enter certain rooms, cowering in fear. As the paranormal activity escalated, the family became convinced that they had invited something sinister into their home. They tried to destroy the Ouija board, burning it in the fireplace. But to their horror, it reappeared the next day, untouched by the flames. Section 10. The Veil Lifted, a Glimpse into Darkness. The family on Harmon Street soon discovered that their home had a dark history. A previous resident, a practitioner of the occult, had used the Ouija board to conduct seances and communicate with entities from beyond the grave. It seemed that one of these entities, a malevolent spirit with a thirst for vengeance, had latched onto the family, using the Ouija board as a conduit to torment and terrorize them. Driven to desperation, the family sought help from paranormal investigators, hoping to rid their home of the evil that had taken root. The investigators, using a combination of spiritual cleansing rituals and electronic voice phenomena recordings, were able to make contact with the entity. The entity, speaking through the EVP recordings, revealed its sinister intentions. It sought to claim the family's souls, trapping them in the house for all eternity. Section 11, a final warning, the lingering dread. The stories of creepy clowns and cursed Ouija boards serve as chilling reminders that there are forces at work in the universe beyond our comprehension. Whether these forces are supernatural in nature or simply manifestations of our deepest fears, their power to terrify is undeniable. The next time you encounter a clown, remember that beneath the painted smile, darkness may lurk. And if you ever find yourself tempted to contact the spirit world through a Ouija board, heed this warning. You may not like what you find on the other side. The veil between our world and the next is thin,